My name is Mowbray Rowan. I'm President and CEO of One Stop Taxes.
Hi, my name is Serena Roe, and I'm the Chief Operations Officer for One Stop Taxes.
One Stop Taxes is basically a franchise company where we give entrepreneurs all across the country a chance at business ownership. It's a platform that we instituted that people could start for free. And I think in American business, that's just something that's really needed when so many people are knocked out of the box before they can ever get started. And so that was the reason why we thought it was important to really put something out there that anybody could be able to really grab a hold to and be able to get the kind of money they need to invest in whatever else they may want to invest in. So that was kind of the vision behind us starting One Stop Taxes.
Well, we kind of started out as a self-employed two-man show, right? Mom and pop type of organization. And for years, we tried to figure out how to make the tables turn, how to take it from just this two-person operation to something bigger. And in 2015, Mowbray had the great idea to start the franchising model. And one of the first places we looked at was Atlanta. We had been coming down here, had opened up a small office outside of our Memphis market, and it literally took off the very first year that we were here in Atlanta. And so we looked at each other and said, hey, you know what? It may be a good business move to Atlanta, to enterprise there as opposed to in a smaller market. And so that's kind of how the evolution of it came about.
And as we were coming down, like literally, I was driving down every week.
Right.
Living from Memphis. Serena was pregnant with our second child. And so it was a lot of sacrifice driving back and forth. But one of the things that we recognized very quickly was that there was real magic about being in Atlanta. Even with us being our very first year here at just a small satellite office that we worked part-time, the business just grew just incredible. And one of the things that we noticed is that the clients here, they really got behind us right away. They found out that we were a Black-owned business, and that excited a lot of our client base. And they referred us. It was like we were like their tax business. And it was just the pride that the people had about wanting to see us succeed was very shocking to me. It's not something you always see just in business. And the people just got behind us, and the business actually was more in Atlanta the very first year than our established businesses that were in Memphis and New Jersey and these other places. So it became very clear to us, if we could put the same energy in this market with this type of talent pool, we could really start to put ourselves on par with some of those big type of companies.
Right.
Well, with us being a family-based business and with us working together as a couple, I think for one, it just shows that you actually can work with your spouse. I think there's oftentimes a narrative that you got to go your way, I got to go my way, narrative oftentimes in business. And so I think it's cool that we can be able to get up and work together, because what it does is it allows us to not to have to go away from each other to develop the business. Like, so for us, quality time is us figuring out how we can take our company to the next level.
Right.
That's often the pillow talk. And so I think us having that, it allows us to be able to develop the business and spend time with the kids. And we don't really have to have this division of you get up, go your way, I go mine. And it allows us to really be able to spend more time with each other. And I think also spend time with the business as well, too.
And I think we have a great complementary skill set. Mowbray is a visionary. He is the big idea guy. He is up all night trying to figure out, the next big thing. And I'm the process person. I'm the operations chick. I am the one that's going to sit there and go, hey, that's a great idea. Can we execute it, right? Do we have the resources? Do we have the staffing power? Do we have what we need to be able to create that vision? And where we don't, I go out and I create the resources so that we can create that vision. So I think that tandem works really well for us, and it has served us well in business. One of the things that we feel like is a core principle here at One Stop Taxes is to, give people the recognition that they deserve. And so one of those things is our annual company cruise. We take all of our top producers from all across the country on a all expenses paid cruise, and it is amazing. We have a great time. For many of them, it's the first opportunity for them to get to meet us.
Right.
Because we are a virtual franchise company. We don't have, the traditional brick and mortar type of business model where they have to come out and get trained in the central location. Everything's done online throughout the season. And so the culminating event of the cruise allows people to come out, meet us, mix and mingle, and really get a feel for who they're in business with.
Right, right. And so I think the cruise, like, people love to have a good time, you know, and so outside of just the recognition piece, which I think is really important, people it has to be something that drives you other than just money.
Right.
Right? The money only goes so far. And so now people look at, people don't, oftentimes don't get recognized. They don't get to just go out and let their hair down. And so it puts a culture of, like, we understand. Like, most people have kids. It's hard to get away. And that was one of the most things that people said to us. It's like, man, I haven't had a vacation in so long. Man, I haven't gotten away from the kids in so long. And so I think just being able to have that for people to get away, let their hair down, get around their colleagues and their peers, and just have a blast. I think I think you need to have more fun in corporate culture.
Right.
And I think this is what makes One Stop so cool to people, is that we understand, yes, you need to make money. Yes, you need to develop your business and all these things, but you got to enjoy it as well.
Right.
Otherwise, what are we doing it for? And I think when you have a culture of like that, of recognition and fun, it takes this whole franchise model and just puts it on a real rocket ship, because people really, they really understand that we get it.
I think the culture of Atlanta here, with its infusion of hip hop, is very similar to the culture at One Stop Taxes. We are serious about business, but we enjoy having fun. We love the hip hop culture, and we assimilate that into what we do. And so I think that that helps us stay grounded. That allows us to reach our target demographics and our core market, and it allows them to relate to us immediately. And so here in Atlanta, I think that when we look across the landscape, we see lots of entrepreneurs, we see lots of people with big dreams that, need a place to live and thrive and fund. And One Stop Taxes was, for us, that very thing. I'm a natural movie enthusiast. I have a film and video degree. I'm an actress. And so originally, that was kind of the course and path, right? And unfortunately, I didn't want to be a starving artist. I just want to be an artist. And so One Stop Taxes became a vehicle for us to be able to segue into entertainment, into the music industry, and other things that we wanted to do. So it was never about us just being the best, tax people in the world. I'm not the tax lady, so to speak. But I did understand that I needed to have a vehicle to fund my dream, so to speak.
Right.
And so One Stop Taxes became that for me. And as we look across our franchise owners now, we see that One Stop Taxes is becoming that for them as well. And so here in Atlanta, we feel like that's exactly what One Stop could bring to the table, is an opportunity to fund some of these big visions and big dreams that people have, with a fun company in the process.
And for me, like, I tell entrepreneurs, no help is coming for you. What I mean by that is we had to literally create a company where it got into the millions of dollars of revenue before we ever got our first business loan.
Right.
And for most people, we have to understand no one's going to loan you $50,000, $100,000 most of the time. And so if you can figure out a way where you can generate your own capital with such an entrepreneur spirit that this city has, I just think that if we could be a vehicle that could bring funding to it, because this is exactly what it did for us. That's what we launched our Rich Beliefs entertainment brand from, the revenues and the creation that we were able to do with One Stop Taxes.
Right.
And so now we're seeing other people do the same thing. Take the money from this vehicle, apply it to entertainment, apply it to whatever passions God has given you. And you can be able to do so in a way and start generating some money for yourself. And then you'll be surprised as you start generating income and money for yourself. People start lining up to give you stuff then. It's funny how that happens. But so I think that's one of the first steps, is if you can figure out a vehicle to residually put some money in your pocket every year, it opens up all the creativity. It opens up all the different things that you may want to do within your own life and your business, because this is the first part of the year. You can take that and apply it to anything else that you got going on. So I think it's a great fit for this market. So my name is Mowbray Rowan, CEO and founder of One Stop Taxes. If you're looking at this for the very first time and you've been looking for a serious way to be able to put some additional income into your pocket, what I want to tell you is that we have a free business opportunity that's going to actually jump in your pocket, show you what you need to do to be able to really put the funds in your pocket to be able to pursue the dreams and goals that you have for you and your family. My wife and I are excited to help you. We're excited to see those dreams realized for you, because we were once in the same place. We were once, had to struggle, think about how we were going to pay bills. And I'm telling you, that's no way to live. You're bigger than just paying bills. You're bigger than check to check. You just need the right vehicle and the right people, the right coach to be able to jump in your pocket to show you exactly the steps, exactly the way. And I truly believe that One Stop Taxes is one of the best franchise opportunities in the country. And I think that we have the leadership staff second to none that's going to jump in your pocket and show you exactly what you need to do. You can find us at www.myonestoptaxes.com. Click on enroll into a franchise and watch how clicking that button can be the first click of the start of your new life.